Let me start by kicking things off and providing a little bit of context about the nature of the presentation you're going to hear today. So what is this about? Well, you're going to hear a bit about Virtual Arc because we're a user of the RightScale product and how we use it as part of our central management console to deliver the services that we provide to our customers. We've integrated the RightScale product into what we call our Arc internally, but it's a central management console, and it's a part of a suite of products that we use to deliver the kind of application managed services that we do to our customers. You're going to get a look at our central management console. I'm going to provide you a bit of a demonstration of our central management console, which actually is a canned video to avoid the demo demons from interfering with making it work effectively. You're going to see an example of a deployment that we have for one of our software vendor customers who supports 30,000 end users from major enterprise customers, and these enterprise customers are banks, insurance companies, government agencies, so they're quite big organisations internationally. And to make sure that all of this makes some sense, a bit of an understanding of who we are as a company, because what you're hearing is a case study of our use of the RightScale product within our central management console and why we've done what we've done with that product and the other components that we use to deliver our services. So who are Virtual Arc? We're an international application managed services business. We were founded in July 2009, so like most serious cloud providers, relatively new, I guess, although we're a team of both shareholders and management team that have been working together for over a decade. And so we're unusual, I think, as a new company in so much as an organisation we actually are full of folks that we've known for an awful long time. We have operations in North America, Europe and in Asia. The Arc, which is our central management platform, we've been building now for the last 4 years, and it represents some fairly significant intellectual property that represents that in our central management console. We're a cloud broker in so much as we deploy applications on multiple cloud services internationally, and it's what we do on top of the cloud that actually forms the fundamentals of our service. And so we deploy on Amazon, Rackspace, Terramark and other cloud services globally as might be needed to meet the particular end customer service levels that are required. We become experts in every single application that we support and bring to market, which makes us quite unusual as a hosting business, I guess, in so much as we are an application managed services company, not an infrastructure managed services company. Managing infrastructure is a part of what we do, but it's actually what we do with the application on the cloud services that differentiates who we are and what we provide as an organisation. We have partners and operations, like I said, in Europe, America and Asia. Our primary customers are software vendors and large enterprise customers. With software vendors, we work with them to bring their products to market in a software as a service or cloud-based hosted model. And we're recently named by Gartner as a cool vendor for infrastructure services, which is a fairly proud recognition, I guess, from our point of view of being recognised so soon in our journey as an organisation. So to try to put some, I guess, visual around what is it that we do. So Virtual Arc, as I said, we're an application managed services company. We work with software vendors, work with multiple cloud services, package that up into a delivery that we call delivering the next generation SaaS. And the reason we say it's the next generation of SaaS is that software as a service, as we all know, has been around for over a decade. But it's been typically sold in the marketplace on a subscription basis per month, per user, on typically a fixed year multi-term contract. Well, we have a view that given the advent of cloud and the nature of consumption-based services that are available with that, why restrict the way in which software is priced and delivered to market? Why not begin to think about licensing and providing these software as a service products to market in the way in which customers actually derive most value from them? So, for example, selling it on a per ticket basis or a per quote basis or any kind of per transaction, per usage basis that makes sense for your market and for your customers. And the cloud enables us to do that because everything that we use is paid for as customers consume it. So we don't have the traditional hosting environment of a lot of dedicated infrastructure that has to be justified and therefore contracted over multiple years. So as a company, our services are billed on a usage basis, so per transaction, some kind of usage model to the end customer, and our revenues come from the sale of these software as a service offerings to end customers, not from the software vendors themselves. So why do we exist? Well, because there's a whole range of things that the cloud doesn't do. So IaaS, as wonderful as it is, actually doesn't solve many of the issues and problems that end customers need to solve when delivering and managing applications on the cloud. And this is not very well understood by the marketplace, and I think when I look at the Cloud Expo out here and the thousands of people who are attending that, and you walk amongst them and talk amongst end customers and users about why they're there to figure out how to do this efficiently and effectively the way it was always intended to on the cloud. And it's hard because someone's got to deal with solving all of these problems and managing all of these components, whether it's the end customer or whether it's a software vendor or whether it's somebody. And so this is what we do. So our company delivers and manages all of these services on top of the cloud. So what business problems were we seeking to solve when we went about building our central management console and adopted RightScale as a core component to that platform? For us, we need to be able to manage multiple software vendor relationships and multiple customer deployments in multiple geographies efficiently and consistently. We needed to be able to deliver the quality and breadth of services expected for large enterprise customers, which is our focus. So our history as a team is servicing and supporting applications, serious applications like SAP environments and CRM systems and other enterprise applications to enterprise customers who have quite specific needs around security, performance, availability, reporting, etc. We needed to make sure that we had a platform that was efficient for how we delivered our services. And in fact, our platform currently comprises over 15 different tools, of which RightScale is one of those components, but obviously quite an important component. And we needed to be able to understand all of the costs relating to the services that we deliver at a level of detail that a normal internal customer might not require, but as a managed services provider, we need to be able to understand those costs extremely well to help manage our business, but also to help provide the kind of reporting that our customers require and our software vendor partners require to help manage and run their business. So these are the problems that we were seeking to solve when we went about building our central management console and adopting RightScale as a core component of that. What are all the components that we use and what are the major functions that our platform seeks to address? In order to deliver the kind of service that we provide to our software vendor partners and to our customers, we need to be able to solve the problem of security, billing, performance and monitoring, service management, so the handling of inbound calls and queries and questions and incident management, that kind of requirement, availability, how to deliver it globally, and all of the communications relating to engaging with customers, end users, software vendor partners, and the ecosystem within which we operate within. And these aren't all of the tools that we use. These logos around this dial, but it'll give you an idea of the different components that we have as part of our central management console that we use to deliver our service. So to help understand a bit further about what does application management involve and what are the things that we do, cloud enablement is actually really easy. Getting an application to run on the cloud is the easy part of the process. Running and managing that application to the service level standards that an organisation requires in a reliable and consistent way is non-trivial, and someone again has to perform all of these tasks, whether it's the customer themselves or whether it's a service provider, and we deliver all of these services. So where is all the effort? The effort is in how you run and manage these applications on the cloud. And so, this slide just helps illustrate exactly sort of where all the effort's involved and what you do on top of the cloud. So shortly I'm going to provide you with a bit of a demonstration, a look if you like, at our central management console. Now this isn't a product demonstration, it's not a product that we license to people to use, it's our management platform that we use to deliver our services to our customers. And so our customers don't see this, but it's what our operations team use to deliver the services that we provide to our customers, if that makes sense. So rather than show you all of it, I'm going to show you specifically, obviously, the integration of RightScale into our central management console, the integration of Salesforce.com, which is our CRM system that we use, into our central management console, how we handle cost management. Whilst RightScale provides some capability, it's not enough for the kind of service organisation that we are, and so we've developed our own capability on top of that to give us the kind of depth of cost analysis and understanding that we require. And the integration with our chosen service desk, which is ServiceNow, just to help you again see that what we're trying to do is avoid the problem of, if you think about this from another perspective, which is, as a user who is deploying and running and managing applications in the cloud, an operations person has to interface with multiple tools, with multiple interfaces and multiple systems in order to deliver that service. As a service provider, we want to be able to do this as efficiently as we can. And so what we've done deliberately is provided one common interface and a automated managed process that avoids the opportunity for human error to intervene in the delivery process. And so that's a core underlying, I guess, benefit of the nature of our service platform and what we've done and why. A little bit about the customer in this demonstration as well that you'll see. The presentation really isn't about the customer, but at least provide a little bit of context around the components that you're going to see in the slide. They're a global software vendor. They're an existing software as a service provider, or had been doing it themselves. We're now providing and delivering that application for them internationally. It services 30,000 end users from enterprise customers. Their customers are large enterprise organisations, like I said, banks, government agencies, major IT vendors and major corporates. And they were challenged by, how do I deliver a SaaS offering into multiple geographies globally, cost effectively and efficiently and easily and consistently? How to avoid building infrastructure ahead of demand, which is the typical challenge that you have if you go about engaging in traditional hosting. And how do I scale my environment up rapidly as I bring on new customers so that I can respond to those quickly and without delay?